Wow, it was quiet enough for a moment that I could almost hear myself think. Amazing. The other patch and see if we can get Krabby to show up over here instead, maybe. Because that's just spawning far-fetched. Oh, more far-fetched. Okay. It's kind of nuts. Game is like, let's spawn as many normal types as we can in this one little spot. But no Krabby. Why can I not get a single Krabby to spawn? This is insane. Just gonna leave the whole area and come back. There we go. That's who we're looking for. Is it already green? No, it's not. Hey, Jazz, what's going on? Anybody out there lurking that doesn't know Jazz, be sure to check out his channel. Does a lot of shiny hunting and is working on his shiny Squirtle, so be sure to send some shiny luck his way. Yeah, of course, Jazz. Happy to do it. Yeah, I've had those myself, and it's rough. It's rough, but it's only gonna make getting that Squirtle that much more satisfying. I decided that after this Krabby, after we get the shiny Krabby, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from shiny hunting and work on some of the other projects that I had been getting started up. So starting to take a toll on me as well. Hey, Child of Ragnarok, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. And be sure to check out my buddy Child of Ragnarok. Awesome Banjo-Kazooie speedrunner. Has a really cool channel and does some sick stuff over there, so be sure to check him out. Just came back from choir practice. Nice. Nice. And Jazz, it is going to be legendary. You're going to have, like... I don't know, after all the work you put into Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle alone, just... having that trio is going to be amazing. Do you think you're going to round it out by getting Shiny Pikachu and Eevee to have the full Kanto starter set? Probably going to go for Pikachu. Okay, okay. Eevee you'll have to think about. Honestly, yeah, Eevee's a little bit of a rougher one, but I will say that area that I was hunting where Eevee spawns, I got like 4 shinies in that area alone, just from hanging out there while I was working for Ponyta. So that seems to be a very fertile area for shinies to show up, at least for me, for some reason. You already have shiny Eevee from an event. You're trying to get 3 of them for the full evolutions. Nice. I think the only evolution I don't have a shiny for in the other games is Flareon. Just because I didn't have that many shiny Eevees, and I figured, well, I'm going to go for the forms that I like the most first. Yeah, Green Jolteon's really cool. I like the pink Vaporeon too, but I'm not a huge fan of in general, of the pink to blue color swap. I mean, it does look cool, but it gets kind of redundant between that and Swampert and Kyogre and all these other Pokemon that are blue, that it's just, oh, you're just pink, and that's it. I was hoping for a little more flair in them. And yeah, Vaporeon definitely could have been better. And I like the green on Jolteon, although I feel like that color swap is pretty, it's interesting that it ended up that way, especially considering other Pokemon that are different become a similar color. Like Rattata's shiny is kind of a similar green color, even though it starts off being like a purple color and Vaporeon starts off being yellow. And I mean, it's a different, obviously shiny Jolteon and shiny Rattata have different color palettes, even in their shiny form, but it's just interesting to see where some of them kind of, I don't know, mesh, coincide. finally starting to get crabby to spawn. When I first started the stream, there was nothing. Only Farfetch'd were showing up. It was garbage. Getting pretty close to affiliate now, aren't you? Yeah, I yesterday, as of last night, I have 56 followers, which is sick. I've been growing like crazy, and thanks to you guys, really, have been awesome with supporting the channel, and it's been great. I'm very close now. The last remaining component is just getting the average viewership up, because I had a lot of streams in the very beginning when I first started where the quality of the streams was less than it was now, and I didn't have followers yet, so people weren't really clicking on it, weren't really watching. So once I get that average viewership to the 3 average, because right now I'm at upper 1s, lower 2s, it kind of hovers back and forth, so average is just a matter of a few raids. Yeah, that's really true. All about getting that kind of refreshment of new people in the channel and seeing which ones are interested and stick. And oh, hi, Kingler. You got gauge rated once. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, it could be something as simple as that to kind of tip the scales. So suddenly went from 2 to 115. Dang, that average viewership on that stream must have been nice. That graph was probably insane. Oh, come on. It may have spiked a little, yeah. Oh, and Jazz, I really liked, so obviously you did an awesome job with the emote wall. I might even pick your brain about some of the settings that you used on yours, because it seemed like, I don't know, maybe your emotes stayed on the screen, like, kind of stayed motionless on the screen longer, and then when they went to exit, they exited faster. And I don't know, maybe it's just my eyes, but I feel like I liked the way yours were better, so I might ask you about some of your settings on that later. And I love the end credits scene for the stream. I think that's a really cool idea. I kind of just have that still splash frame. Where is it? This guy here that I made, which I like, but getting some of the scrolling text and one of your backgrounds you had, the ocean one, it was moving too, wasn't it? That was kind of cool. So, and of course, that's more stuff to think about for the future. That's probably affiliate step stuff, but you can add the credits there and it'll look cool. When I liked that first one that you were messing around with, it was basically the Star Wars introduction. That was kind of cool. Have you thought about maybe doing something similar to what the guy with the awesome voice does? Create a small channel redemption. I'll say what you write in my awesome voice. I mean, that's not bad. I guess I'm surprised that people would want to redeem that, but hey, if that's what if you think people would go for that, I would do it. Obviously, I'd have to put a disclaimer in there about some of the things I'm willing to say, but but yeah, no, I like that idea. I like that a lot. You'd redeem that a lot. Alright, well, cool. Cool, yeah, I mean, if there's interest like that, then sure, I'd be down to do that. I have a lot of ideas for redemptions, and I was looking at some other channels, like Karami has a ridiculous number of redemptions that she planned, which is awesome. I think having that level of interactivity with chat, the potential for that is awesome. Other streamers, I sing for 10 minutes. Me, I don't sing for 10 minutes. That's funny. I wonder what irritating mannerisms I have that I could put as channel redemptions to be like, oh, I don't do this for 10 minutes. That'd be interesting. It'd be an interesting introspective way of evaluating myself, I guess. Keep it TOS or I'll just redeem your points. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to just flat out put it. In fact, I want to write that exact wording down because I like the way that you put that, and I don't need to muddy the water on it at all. Very good notes. I like this. I like this a lot. I'll say a sentence of your choice or something like that. And then maybe I could have another redemption for it's like, I'll read a paragraph of whatever you want me to say and have that be a bigger redemption for more points or something, as opposed to a sentence. Interesting. These are all good ideas. Another channel I was looking at for redemptions. I mean, I like yours. I love the Waluigi time one on yours. I think that's great. You do a great Waluigi impression. Or, excuse me, you have a great amount of access to Waluigi to have him take over your channel temporarily, is what I should say, I guess. And Kibi was another one I was looking at. She has like a box of stuff, and she's like, you can donate for different like costume pieces and other things that I'll wear on stream or I'll do on stream, and then people redeem points to have her go to that box and do whatever. I think that's an interesting idea too, and I feel like it very much depends on what the nature of your community is as far as the things they're going to go for and redeem, but I assume for the most part redemptions like that are easy to, you know, edit and switch around since there's no actual money involved. It's all viewership based, and viewership is free at its core. You have a funny hat, you could do a redemption to wear it for so and so much time. I'm trying to think, do I have a funny hat? I don't know about funny hat. I do have, like, old Halloween costumes, I guess, that are semi-relevant. But especially if it's something gator-themed. So I used to, when I was a teenager, I had a costume that was an alligator. And I did that for... Or, no, I wasn't a teenager yet. I must have been like 11 or 12. So that definitely gone. I have no idea where that would be, and it definitely wouldn't fit anymore. But it had like a helmet piece that was the gator, and your face and head would be inside the mouth facing out kind of deal. I'm trying to think. I definitely do have to do something gator themed. I've kind of already established that, haven't I? I've hit that branding pretty hard. I'll have to think of something. Oh, hey Matt, what's up? The Smash reveal was Snoresville for you. I love Tekken a lot, and I played it a lot as a kid, so seeing Kazuya was cool to me. But I can understand if you're not a big Tekken fan, or you were hoping for somebody else, how it would be a little underwhelming. I like Tekken enough that it was interesting, and I guess it's not too surprising considering the Tekken team is the one that created Pokken, for Nintendo, so they kind of already had that pre-existing working relationship in some capacity for a fighting game. That brownie sounds a lot easier than mine. Like, what is a Child of Ragnarok? Dude, I'm telling you, you gotta get... I still totally stand by my statement that I said that if you got pet rocks with like your face on the rock, and you sold pet Ragnaroks, I would buy one. I would flat out buy one. I think that would be awesome. I just don't enjoy the fighting game characters like Ryu, Ken, and Terry. That's... In the Smash Brothers context, I 100% agree. I find Ryu and Ken painful to play. Like, I like their moves, but more than half the time when I'm trying to do inputs for just regular inputs, I accidentally do their special input to do one of their B moves, and that gets me killed a lot. And also, they don't KO easily or recover super easily, which sucks. I find Terry way better and smoother to play, and I feel like he's stronger than Ryu and Ken in Smash, but even still, I find him hard to use in that format. Googly Eyes optional, but highly encouraged. Yes, definitely. I feel like that's that's a pretty easy build, and a very cool thing. I would totally have a Ragnarok buddy on my desk. That would be cool. In fact, I could take him and I could put him in my... Hang on. Normally I have my Game Boy Color sitting in him, but I could even take my little Child of Ragnarok and put him on my little Banjo-Kazooie statue and have him hold it. But there's so many things to consider, so many things to look at, and emotes. That's another thing. I'm getting towards that side of things now, where I really need to think about what I want to do for that, and how I would do it. I do like my little bunny avatar. I just need to establish him somehow. Yeah, I like the rabbit too. Yeah, I guess it would all be about fitting the pieces together. Well, I guess just went with the whole rabbit hole thing on a whim. Okay. Okay, I'm just spitballing ideas here, but what if you did like a down the rabbit hole? So the down the rabbit hole, that's like a Alice in Wonderland thing, where she chases after the white rabbit and falls through. So you could do a whole, like, you could have it, and again, I'm playing heavy on the puns here, but for Ragnarok, you could have it be the rock, and on the rock is the sundial, and then when you zoom out further, the sundial is the pocket watch that the rabbit's carrying to go down the rabbit hole. And that's like 3 to 4 degrees of separation, step by step, but I don't know. I'm trying. Trying my best. This Krabby is not being cooperative. There we go. That's something I can catch. My Twitch channel is directed by Tim Burton. Yeah, that was getting Nightmare Before Christmassy, wasn't it? I guess. I think one of the trees in A Nightmare Before Christmas had the Easter egg on it, so... Yeah, no wonder I never saw a Kingler during the regular playthrough of the game. Because I can't even get Krabby to spawn, let alone a Kingler. So Matt, you were underwhelmed by the Smash Direct, but did you, or the Smash part of the Nintendo's presentation, but what'd you think of Metroid? I don't know if you'd ever played the older ones as far as the 2D ones, but kind of excited to see that develop a little more. And I like that they're rehashing some of the old Mario Party stuff, but I'm disappointed that it's only 5 boards, because for the first 3 Mario Party games, if you only have 5 boards in a game that's supposed to be a mashup of all of them, then that's less than a third of the boards that you'd have access to from those games. So that's weird to me. Also, I'm fine with them having it like in the updated Super Mario Party style, but to me, I would much rather just have all the old content and still have it look the way that it did, because it's... I mean, I'm fine with the updated graphics. I think it looks pretty, but ultimately it's a virtual board game, so I'm okay with it looking like a board game. And finally, the one big thing that they said that I was happy that they made a point to say was that there's full controller functionality, meaning we're not stuck just using Joy-Cons to play Mario Party, because the Joy-Cons are just rough. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So it was Super Monkey Ball and Mario Rabbids. Yep, Mario Rabbids first game, absolutely amazing. Music, 10 out of 10. Environments, 10 out of 10. Gameplay, 10 out of 10. I loved that game. So the sequel I'm very excited for. And Monkey Ball is... I think every Monkey Ball game I've played except for one was good. And the one that I would say wasn't good was the one that used the Wii balance board. Step and Roll, I think is what it was called. But I don't know if that's because the game was bad or because the balance board that I tried was awful. But I love Super Monkey Ball. I played a lot of 2 and the multiplayer in it with friends back in the day on the GameCube. But I think I like the first one more as far as the single player and the levels. Attacking character was okay. Kind of want to see if they go to the Terry Ryu route. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be... I hope they kind of stick true to the way Tekken does their fighting system, and they make it more like... I feel like it's going to feel more like Terry than the Street Fighter characters. At least that's how I imagine it. I was good. Oh yeah, I was glad to see a little bit more about Breath of the Wild too, but I mean, ultimately, I don't feel like I'm really going to be able to gauge how much I'm going to enjoy Breath of the Wild 2 truly until I just step into it and I start playing. Because to me, there's only so much seeing trailers of it is going to make me know how the world feels when you're going through it. Yeah, I was sad not that it wasn't Metroid Prime 4, but I'm happy that it was Metroid Prime in some... or, that it was Metroid in some capacity. It's hard to see franchises fall to the wayside and not even get mentioned at all anymore. Like, I'm disappointed that Pikmin hasn't had a real game in a long time. I'm not counting Deluxe, even though it was a good addition to 3, because 3 was disappointing to me compared to 1 and 2. But like a full iteration game, and not that phone game or really underwhelming. Was it? I can't remember if it was a phone game or a 3DS game that was underwhelming. Yep, F-Zero is another great example. 27 butt combination is required to make a move. Tekken is rough. Yeah, some of the special moves and crazy combos you can do, it requires a lot of deciphering and time to know that kind of input, but I'm sure Smash Bros. Will pull it back a little bit in some respects. I'm upset we're not getting a new Ace Attorney yet. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles looks awesome. I liked some of the Ace Attorney stuff, but I haven't played in a long time. So I'll be interested to see where that goes. Yeah, I really think F-Zero is dead, sadly. I'd love to see another F-Zero game too. I think F-Zero is dead. I think Pikmin is dead. I'm trying to think. There were a couple other ones that last time I was having this discussion that came up that I didn't even think of right off the bat because they've just been so back of mind for so long. Another one was the Mother series, Earthbound. We still haven't gotten Mother 3. We never got that. That was something Japan only ever had. Or, no, I'm sorry, was it Mother 2? I forget. One of the games, I think it was the game that Lucas was in, we never got an English, or, not an English version necessarily, but a Western or European version. I don't think that ever got made. They could easily do that. They could easily expand on that, because that kind of RPG I really like a lot. And the whole functioning of the mechanics. I played so much Earthbound as a kid. The Super Nintendo that I had as a kid, I only had Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Super Mario Kart, and Earthbound. Those were the only games that I had for that. And sadly, only my Super Mario World and my Donkey Kong Country still work. But yeah, just a bunch of series that it's like you have a loyal fan base for them even still years later, even though you've pretty much just dropped them off. Yeah, I did pick up the ROM version of it on the Wii U when that came out. I picked that up the second I saw it. I bought that. I bought the Mario Party 2 ROM when they dropped that on there as well. I got really excited when they started putting that stuff on Virtual Console. I can still remember how excited I was when I saw that Super Mario RPG got dropped on the Wii Virtual Console way back in the day. So I was like, oh my god, I remember playing this game because my cousin had it and I never owned it, but I played like the first couple chapters as a kid, and that's as far as I got because I didn't have it for myself. And getting to see that game again and play all the way through it was amazing. And yeah, any way that you can get a hold of Earthbound nowadays and play it, it's still it's an amazing experience. That Minish Cap never ended up on the Virtual Console. Minish Cap. Minish Cap was that the one where he had like the goose hat thing? Minish Cap sadly is one that I didn't play, but I heard good things about. Yeah, the talking hat one. Okay. Yeah, because I never played the Minish Cap. I never got the chance to play Minish Cap, Phantom Hourglass, or Oracle of Seasons, I think. But I've played the rest. Probably the most fluid 2D Zelda animations I've ever seen. Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. It's not like a game I chose to skip over. It was just one that never got around to, never had access to for one reason or the other, but I'll definitely look into that. Hello. Do you see what I see over there? I see something I'm looking for. Shiny Krabby indeed. Look at that guy. Alright, let me get my other controller in here. I want to make sure I can catch him and he doesn't get away. Alright, here we go. Get out of the way, Chansey. Yes! Wow. Kiwi! Good to see you. Thanks for the lurk, I appreciate it. We just got a shiny Krabby. It just popped up. Amazing. Look at him. Shiny boy himself. And I don't know why I thought... so I think I put it in the Go Live notification that it's a green crab, but that's not very green. That's very much a gold crab. I think I'm thinking of when you have a Kingler and it Gigantamaxes, it becomes green in the shiny form. But look at that guy. Got his little pinchers. Alright, well now I'm conflicted, because I don't have any reason to continue to chain. We didn't even get that far. How many did we catch? I definitely didn't finish the chain. 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 Krabby is all it took. That is a very shiny boy. He'll pinch you good. Alright, well... that's pretty neat. Now I'm conflicted. I was expecting to maybe have to shiny hunt for at least 2 hours before maybe we ran into something. So now I feel like I can either go after my next target that I'd planned to do after my hunting hiatus, or we could just switch it up to something else right away. I'm conflicted. Let's, I guess, go for our next target if Pidgeotto will move. Also, I guess we don't need this assist trainer in here anymore. Oh, maybe I can't. Hold on. Oh, I guess it automatically signs them out when I go into the sky. Learning so much about this game, even after putting in over 200 hours between this and other files. Still so much to learn. So many shinies to find. Alright, so next on our list, we had a couple of ones I'm not looking forward to hunting, to be honest. Shelder's on that list, and that one's going to be a pain. Trying to think what else. Technically, I could go hunting for Sandshrew. I'd have to switch over to Pikachu and probably do the Elite Four once or twice, because I don't think I have enough cash to do a full hunt there. But Sandshrew was another one I intended on going for at some point. Let's see. I could do Slowpoke. Or I could be crazy and I could go for Eevee. This route was very good to me the last time I shiny hunted here, so... What was that sound? That's weird. It sounded like something got hit with a metal pipe. Or a baseball bat or something. I don't know if the sound came through the microphone, but it sounded like something metal hit something else metal out there on the highway. I don't know what that was. Hopefully a lot of that noise doesn't come through and it's just me that has to experience it. Alright, but this was the grass patch right here. And worst comes to worst, even if it's a different shiny, there are a lot of cool shinies that can come out of this grass. Ponyta, Chansey, Psyduck, great examples. Doduo's shinies, meh, but who cares? I would still take another one. We don't turn down shinies here. Unless we are very dedicated hunting to something very specific. But right now I'm very laissez-faire. I'm happy to catch whatever comes my way until I have just a few targets left. Eevee, come on now. Eevee's gonna be hard, man. The ring starts orange, even with an Ultra Ball. Why'd they do this? Whoa! Throw it to the moon next time, why don't you? Like, yeet, yeah. Oh, sorry, Eevee, I wasn't trying to catch you. I was trying to catch that tree in the in the tree line all the way at the top of the... or all the way on the side of the road. Like, what was that? I did not have a lure active. Good to know. Good to know. Ponyta, chill, please. My green screen does not care today. It says, you know what? We are going to have constant disruption behind your screen so that you can give everybody a headache. Eevee, be reasonable now. You have so much potential within you. Come on, Matt, don't you think I would have picked a better looking model than this? Let's be reasonable now. Raspberry. Who'll be pooping out raspberries in the flowers like that? There's an Eevee. Like that you look like you have a chikorita leaf on your head. Oh, that gives me a great idea. I could make a... I could have it make it look like I'm a Pikmin and have just the leaf come straight out. Or a Chikorita, I guess. Same, be the same placement there. Oh, come on, game. This Eevee's really gonna break my streak of 2. Yeah. See ya. Not a chance. Oh yeah, it does kind of like stretch up and that's weird. That's very weird. Eevee, you're so tiny. I'm afraid now that if a shiny pops up, I'm not even going to notice that it's there because I can't see the regular ones. But who knows? Does that help? Oh my goodness, it helps. A little bit. There's still a little bit of distortion, but that looks a lot better. No way, guys. No way. No way. This game, man. Super generous. Extremely generous. Look at this guy. Look at this little guy. This is incredible. You know what? Screw it. We're not letting this guy get away. Yes. Yes. 2 shinies in under an hour, boys. That's how you do it. That's how you do it right there. That's it. Wait, you've never seen this 2-player thing before? Yeah, so it's something I hadn't been using up until now because I always played in handheld mode, but you can have an assist trainer come in and help you catch by throwing another ball, and it overall increases your chances of it working depending on what ball you're mixing in and whether or not you throw in sync or not. And also you can do every battle in this game as a 2v1 with 2 Pokemon versus their 1. It's ridiculous. Like, they really set up this game so that anybody can succeed, which is nice, I guess. It's a good way to introduce very young kids that had never played Pokemon before, I guess. But look at that. Shiny Eevee. After 4 shiny Eevee. Or, 4, excuse me, getting ahead of myself. 4 regular Eevee. And the shiny one was the 4th one. I guess the 5th one if you count that one that was being rowdy, so I ran away from it. But that is nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Okay, before anything crazy, negative crazy happens, we're gonna save. Wow. This is incredible. Boy! Sweet. Let me favorite it, because I don't want to have something bad happen to it. I really don't like that change markings is the last button before send to professor. That's terrifying to me. Okay, who's got suggestions for where we want to go and grab a shiny? Because apparently the game is being very reasonable today. Wow. Got a shiny, caught 3 more Pokemon, caught another shiny. That's incredible. Actually, you know, honestly, I love this route. Let's just stay on this route. This route has brought me so much, so many good things. Now you just need another 3 and you have shiny Eevee and it's 3 evolutions. True. Yeah, I need 4 total. So you know what? Maybe I'll just keep chaining. Because technically that was a shiny Eevee that was at normal odds, because I never even got to a catch combo of 11. I never even increased the odds, technically. Beyond Shiny Charm and the Lure, but that's crazy. Oh, we can get her out of here. She didn't need to be there. Bye-bye. just one more thing on the screen slowing stuff down. I don't need that. Look at all these berries hiding in the bushes. This game really does just throw resources at you if you know where to look. Or if you just, not even if you know where to look, if you keep paying attention to Eevee's tail. Or Pikachu's tail, whatever version you're playing. Okay. The game gave us a shiny, and it's like, alright, go somewhere else. We're not even going to spawn more Eevee for you to keep chaining them. Doduo, more like don't duo, go away. Hey, I mean, he can hang out if he wants to be shiny. That's fine with me. But that's kind of all up to him and not up to me. Well, I just got stabbed by Rapidash. That's good. Rapidash, more like Rapidote. I'll be here all day with the Pokemon. It's good to know that we always have Matt waiting on the wing to inject "don't" into Pokemon's names. Alright. Here's finally another Eevee. Okay, let's be friends. Let's not do that. Raticate, more like Raticant, get none of these buttons on. You're killing Child of Ragnarok. I do appreciate the Pokemon puns, though. I don't know if this counts as a pun, but as a child, I would always, whenever I had a Bulbasaur, I would always let it evolve into Venusaur and then change the letter V to a P using the nicknaming system, and, well, the rest kind of just takes care of itself. Psyduck, more like Viduck. Unless he wants to go Ultra Instinct. He can hang out on my team all day as Ultra Instinct Psyduck. You know what? I'm gonna ride with the momentum of the game. I'm gonna read into what the game is trying to do here. So we didn't finish our chain with Krabby. We got a chain started, but we didn't finish it, and we got a shiny Krabby. We got here, we caught 3 Eevee, and then a shiny one spawned in. Let's just go to a different spot and start chaining somewhere else, because I don't know. I'm probably reading way more into this than I should be, because it's all just random. But let's be crazy. I don't want to go... I want to go somewhere where a lot of stuff spawns in. Just lots of spawns. So... where do I want to go? I know where we'll go. Is it Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan that you find in this one? Better keep looking, because it's probably not going to drop into my Lapras. I didn't notice that until just now. That's good. So the reason I came to this cave is I was thinking maybe we'll go for Machop. But, I don't actually know for sure that Machop spawn in this cave. It might just be Machoke. And in which case I'd much rather... oops. I'd much rather catch a Machop. That way I can have all of the shiny... the full shiny line in the decks. So... let me just go back, because I didn't think this through. I don't know that Machop spawns here. Oh, it does. Okay, never mind. We can hunt here, that's fine. The question is this a good room for hunting? The answer? No. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, well, I mean... did spawn another Machop. And ruined that. Now there's too much light. Because of course there is. This was the wrong ladder. No, it was the right ladder, okay. Is this a good place? Okay, I mean, he's spawning in, but I still don't feel like this is the best spot to hunt for him. I think I'm going to move this hunt to Rock Tunnel where I know I can get more in at the same time. Because one at a time is not going to cut it for me. And yeah, it'll be a much lower level shop, but I don't care about that. It's really easy to level stuff up quickly in this game. So yeah, we're going to leave. Goodbye, Golbat. Goodbye, Graveler. Mi amor. Fancy living, here we come. Yeah, as of last night I hit 56, Matt. It's awesome. Now I just have to work a little bit on upping the average viewership, and we are well within the threshold. Yeah, exactly. I gotta hit that average, but it's just a matter of time now. I'm keeping at it. But it's awesome, yeah, I'm super excited about it, and I'm very, very humbled and appreciative of all the support and you guys coming by and watching and hanging out. No matter what it is, it's lurking, it's dropping a comment, it's just checking in to see what's up. It's all very much appreciated, not to mention the follows, the raids, the hosts, the whatnot. And it's all very motivating. It makes me want to keep trying to think and grow and do stuff better. And the more I grow, the more I want to keep involving your guys' input into what we do and how we do it. Alright, so this should be one of the areas that works okay. If we go this way. Oh, hi, Kangaskhan. Fancy seeing you here. Alright, this is a decent spot. Not the one I was thinking of, but a decent one. There's a Machop. And today, stream is going great too on the technical end. I have, despite the fact that we've caught 2 shinies, even ignoring that, been a lot of people hanging out, and I've had like no frame drop issues. I dropped 300 frames as soon as the stream started, and ever since it's been solidly outputting exactly what I want, if not more. So, and again, didn't change much. I did change one thing ever so slightly, but it shouldn't have had an effect on any of this. It was more of a layout thing. I'll be lurking while playing Animal Crossing. Sounds good, Jazz. Sounds good. You gotta maintain that island, or the villagers will be sad. I know all of mine assumed that that I died months and months ago. So Oh, come on now. And that one was too high. This game. I don't know if I mentioned this during last night's stream, but I decided that I'm going to, I'm working on a category in Banjo-Kazooie for Mumbo's Mountain Trotless, and that's still going to require a lot more time and effort for me to practice that, but I was thinking of working on a speedrunning category for Mario Party 3, and I was just trying to gauge if people would be interested in that, because I plan on playing Mario Party 3 anyway for continuing playing all the boards on against 3 hard AI, but there's some categories in that game that interest me, and there's a lot of RNG involved in that game that I think making it, doing a speedrunning, gosh, can't talk, doing a speedrun category of it would be interesting, so that was part of what I was thinking of doing today, at very least planning which category I'd want to do, figuring out what to do on it, and then, provided we have time, maybe going at a run of it. I would have to switch over my FPS output so that it wouldn't be choppy, because I have it at 60 right now, and N64 is very much at 30. You'd personally never speedrun a game so dependent on RNG. Yeah, for me, to me, the RNG is the allure of it. So, I mean, yeah, the more RNG you have, the more variability as far as every run's gonna go, but that's why there are certain categories that I would try and certain that I wouldn't. Like, there's one category that exists where you have to play through the story mode with every character and win with every character. And that's, I mean, that's like a 20-hour run, if it goes well. Like, that's a real time investment. But if it's like, if we're looking at, oh, do a speed run of just one of the boards on easy or medium or hard, that's more interesting to me, because that's something that's like, at worst, that speed run is going to go for like an hour, or an hour 15 minutes, so I feel like it has the possibility of being very frustrating due to how little control over you have over it. That's true, but to me, that's Mario Party. You know, you can do everything right. You can win all the mini games. You can perform peak and optimal choices and employ the best strategy no matter what situation you're in, and still on the last turn have somebody land on chance time and give away all of your stars to somebody else. That's just Mario Party to me. So, but I do see your point. I can very easily see why many people would get frustrated trying to do that. Game, come on now. There it is. What was I going to say? There's something else I was going to add to that, but that's alright. I probably said too much anyway. But I'm excited to try some of that out and see how that goes. I like it for the concept of there's an extra layer of strategy of not only do I have to win, but I have to win in a way, I have to make it a close win, because I want to make certain minigames end as quickly as possible. I want to just have my turn be me go land on a blue space and have it end, instead of a happening event where the time lasts longer. You have to balance all of that thing while still having enough resources to win, which is conceptually very interesting and increasingly challenging in my mind. Now, that's another reason why I'd start with a category, probably, where it's just, oh, you just play the one board with AIs on whatever difficulty and see how fast you can get to the end and win. And then from there, I could decide, hey, I want to try doing a story mode one for one character. I definitely wouldn't do the all phases on the mountain. That's just way too much time. But But yeah, there's a lot to look into. Hey, fan of Pokemon, how you doing? Good to see you. How was the rest of Judo's stream? I feel like I was after we raided him. I feel like I was pretty much at the point where I was just tired and not really focusing anymore. I remember watching the end of Arkham Asylum of him playing that, and then he was doing some side quest stuff afterward, and by then I was just on the brink of passing out and going to sleep. So. You didn't really watch more. That's okay. We were on that hunt for a long time, so by the end of it, my eyes felt really tired. But it was cool to watch Arkham Asylum. Arkham Asylum is definitely one of my favorite games of all time. And in my opinion, it's the best of the Arkham series. Not that Arkham City or Arkham Knight weren't good, but to me, it'll always be my favorite. And I feel like it requires a whole lot less backtracking. Everything is condensed, but still spaced out well enough. But yeah, I watched up until he beat Joker, and then he worked on some side quest stuff. Did some riddles, collected some trophies, smashed some of the Joker teeth that he left around, or I forget if Riddler left them or Joker left. I think those were Joker that left the clacking teeth things behind. Oh, and I guess you just joined us, so we started hunting for shiny Krabby today. We caught one within about 40 minutes. We chained, what was it, like 14 or 15 of them, and a shiny Krabby showed up when we caught it. Then I was like, all right, well, let me go to a different route and start chaining something else, see if we can catch something. And we were like, all right, well, I'll start chaining Eevee over in this one route. And after catching we caught 3 Eevee, and on the 4th one it was shiny that showed up. So we've been really lucky today. And there's our crab. You mostly like grinding games or games where you choose how the story goes? How about you? To be honest, there aren't that many game types that I don't like. I think for the most part, I like action adventure games, fighting games, and RPGs are probably my top 3. But I like so many different game genres. It would be hard for me to say. It'd be hard for me to narrow it down, I think, more than that. And there are very few game styles that I dislike. And for many of them, I wouldn't even say that I dislike them, I just feel like I'm fatigued with them. Like, a good example would be Battle Royales. I don't hate Battle Royales, but they've been very popular in the last, I'd say the last 5 years. And, I played a whole bunch of different kinds when they came out, and I'm just kind of fatigued with them. Like, I don't really have that much interest in them anymore. I might sit down and play a match or two once in a while, but they're just not my thing. But in general, I still like first-person shooters. Like, I'm excited for Halo 6. I can't wait for that. The new upcoming Battlefield looks good, too. I'm excited for a lot of what Nintendo is going to be putting out in the near future, even though it's kind of a mixed response for me. Some of it's a little bit disappointing, but I'm happy with the majority of it. I agree with you though. I do like games where the choices you make do have an impact on the world or the outcome of the whatever mission or goal that you have in game. Of course, now maybe that's better. Maybe it will stop. The green screen will stop bugging out. Let's get all these Machops showing up finally. They're a little late to the party, but very one exemptional type of game I like. Something that makes you feel like you accomplished something. Like hard games. I guess a good example of that I can think of, well, the example I'm thinking right off the bat is like people's Mario Maker levels, where they design them just to be extremely, extremely difficult. And just beating that one level feels like an enormous accomplishment in itself when you, after you try over and over again and finally get through. I guess other games like that might make you feel that way would be like Cuphead or Dark Souls or other games that are, I don't know, just, they can be very punishing when you fail, but succeeding feels like once you finally get through and you've beaten it, you feel that great overwhelming success. I guess it's kind of like shiny hunting in that sense, where the hunt itself can be very grueling, can last hours, but in the end, when you finally get that shiny, all the time you put in feels so worth it and you feel very accomplished. But that's more time investment and luck based, as opposed to just needing to output pure skill. Like Friday Night Funkin', when you beat a difficult song, makes you feel like a gamer. I've never played that game, but that's like, it's like the modern day Guitar Hero Rock Band rhythm game, correct? I could be wrong, but that's how it was described to me by somebody else. It is, okay. Looks like Step Mania. Oh, okay, so rhythm game, but like arrows, like DDR, as opposed to having like the fretboard for the guitar for Guitar Hero, or the drum pad for Rock Band, or something like that. It looks easy, but it's hard in reality. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I would get into that, but I would like to try some of the VR rhythm games that they have now. I guess it's an older example, but Beat Saber, I've always wanted to give that a shot. I think that's cool looking. And I want to get into the VR space in general. I've been looking into getting an Oculus, the new one. And I very well might still. I told myself I was going to wait till this summer, and it's pretty rapidly approaching summer at this point, so... I thought Kangaskhan with a shiny Rhyhorn. Yeah, the Kangaskhan's popping up has confused me a few times. I keep forgetting that shows up in here. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. I'm out of Ultra Balls. I guess let me go deal with that. Whoa, Onyx, please. I want to have Ultra Balls in case it's something else that's shiny that shows up that I don't have a good catch rate for. And even with the Machop, I want to be able to catch it if things go awry. Is this the right way out? I think this is the right way out. What's more wholesome, Nom Nom Cookie, Ditto, or Eevee? I'm gonna go with Ditto because he could transform himself into a cookie, I guess. Because then it would just be a cookie with Ditto's face on it. So I guess that wins in my mind. Onyx, please. There are much better ways of doing what you're doing. Magnemite would be your favorite if you didn't have a thing for evolutions. Charizard, stop! This man was chasing me across the continent for what? Yeah, I like Vaporeon and Jolteon a lot, but I think my favorite evolution is Umbreon. I had a shiny one in Heart Gold? I think it was Heart Gold. How do you get an Aerodactyl in that game? So, you get the old Amber from the museum like you do in the original, and you take it to Cinnabar to get it restored. And same thing you'd normally do with the Dome or Helix fossil. But in this game, you can go to the Cerulean Cave once a day, and there's a rock in there that you can check. And that rock can randomly have a Dome or Helix fossil again, so you can revive more of them. I have not had it drop me an old Amber to restore Aerodactyl again. I don't know that you can get another one. I'm not sure if it's possible, but I do know that stone in Cerulean Cave can drop a another Helix or Dome fossil when you check it every day. So I'm not sure if Aerodactyl is a possibility. I don't know if you get more than one per file. Oh, yeah, the old Amber, you have to get it from the museum in Pewter City. You go in through the secondary entrance that normally you have to cut a tree to go down. And you talk to a scientist back there, and he's like, hey, I got this old Amber, but we don't have anybody here that can analyze it for science reasons. Can you take it to Cinnabar and get it analyzed? And then he analyzes it and gives you the Aerodactyl. Although I wish that you could find them in the wild in Mount Moon just as a very small chance spawn. I feel like that would make sense. Or if Mount Moon had a very small area with water that you could find at a very rare chance Kabuto and Omanite. Or Kabuto, however you pronounce it. I've heard it both ways. The guy in Pokemon Stadium, the announcer always says Kabuto. But, I don't know. wanted to go back down to the other room, but this one just keeps spawning Machop right in front of me. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on. So I'm hunting Magnemite. My brother sees me and says it'd be a lot easier if you had the shiny charm. Look at him and say there's version exclusives. I can't. What did he say? Get every Pokemon in home. Yeah. I mean, you could do that. That would be... You'd have to do some transferring from some sources, but you could do that. In fact, when I was finishing my decks in this, the only... Because when I finished my decks in this, I didn't have Let's Go Pikachu at the time. I transferred in the Alolan... transferred in Alolan Sandshrew from my Gen 7 in home into here. And then evolved it so I could have Sandshrew and Sandslash in the decks, even though you can't catch them here. I did the same thing for Grimer and Muck, actually. Because clearly getting 151 in home, yeah, would be a lot faster than hunting just Magnemite. Yeah, I think time-wise, I'd have to agree. Come on, game. As I smack the mic. You know what your team, you know what you want your team to be when you beat the shiny badge quest. When I did my version of that, I had it all planned out what I wanted my team to be, and then half of those ended up coming to fruition, and the other half it was just shinies that I randomly came across while hunting for the other ones. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna turn down the shinies. I'm just gonna roll with it and make my team that, but. Vileplume, Charizard, Porygon, Dragonite, Magneton, Vaporeon. Okay, well Vileplume shouldn't be bad. Honestly, doing Charmander is not that bad either. Porygon's gonna be kind of a pain. Dragonite's gonna be a pain. I hate hunting in the power plant, so I'm sure Magnemite is difficult as well. And then... I mean, I just had a lot of luck getting the shiny Eevee. You could have a lucky time, too, and get it somewhat quickly for Vaporeon, but... Yeah, hunting for the Porygon, the Dratini, and the Magnemite are tough. But that is a cool team as a whole. I like that. Yeah, it seemed like when I was trying to chain Magnemite and Voltorb, they would always... They wouldn't give you, like, any time. They'd run away so quick. Zubat, please. Alright, our 40th Machop. Now we can just have fun resetting the ladder. Or resetting the floor using the loading zone at the ladder. Until a shiny spawns in. Hello. So it's not a Machop, but I mean, I'm not going to turn him down. Hello, Goldie Rocks. Exactly. This Pokeball feels just right. Fantastic. Well, we literally just finished the chain of Machop, and a shiny Geodude spawns in. Another completely random, no odds increased shiny. Well, honestly, we've gotten 3 shinies now in an hour and 45. Less than an hour and 45. So I'm gonna take my luck and run with it for the day. Let's take a look at our spoils real quick. And then I will save, and we will switch over and do something else, because 3 shinies in that amount of time is more than exciting to me. And then sort favorites on top. I'm pretty sure when you combo, you only increase the odds for that specific species. Having a combo makes it so that that the spawns for everything increase, but I mean, I can double check, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Randomizer and/or Nuzlocke. I currently have a randomizer Nuzlocke project that I'm working on, but It's on hiatus currently. Take a look here. Where did it put? Okay, so yeah, here's the Geodude from today. That was the one we got yesterday. This is the one from today. There's our Krabby. Yeah, I'll probably be doing a new... I think I may have talked about this a little bit yesterday. I plan on doing a new randomizer Nuzlocke series, and I'll probably just drop the old project because I didn't implement all the rules that I wanted to implement for the Nuzlocke. It was really just like my first attempt of me trying it out and feeling it out. I don't know when I'll be starting that new project. The old one I did in Gen 5. And I don't know that I'll necessarily abandon that old project, but I wouldn't consider it a true randomizer Nuzlocke that follows all the rules correctly. There's our Eevee. It's interesting how different the model is. Randomizer Nuzlocke Platinum. I think if I were to do a randomizer Nuzlocke in Gen 4, I would do Heart Gold or Soul Silver. But, just because, honestly, Platinum seems terrifying to me. I would probably do Heart Gold and Soul Silver if I was doing 4th Gen, but I'm not turning that idea down. I'm not saying I won't do a randomizer Nuzlocke Platinum. Because I do like the concept of it, but it does scare me. Okay, so that's gonna be it for Let's Go Eevee for today. Save again. And once more for the purposes of paranoia. And we'll switch over here for a second. I'm gonna hold off on the Mario Party 3 speedrunning planning just because I'd have to stop the stream to switch the FPS output to 30, and the last time I tried to switch, I stopped the stream and restarted it for switching FPS reasons. The stream went haywire and all of my my frame drops were happening like crazy, so instead, we'll just stick on the Switch. We'll play something else on the Switch. Maybe we'll do some Smash Brothers. Then I'll work on a different character in that. Since we finally got our... we finally got our Ganondorf to Elite Smash. Alright, close out of Eevee now. But a super productive day on Let's Go Easy. Let's Go Easy. Should be called Let's Go Easy. Oh, excuse me. Carbonation. Here we go. But we're going to switch over now, do a little Smash Brothers. We got Ganon into Elite Smash the last time that we played. Come on, controller, connect, please. There it is. So we're not going to be playing Ganon. We'll be playing somebody else. Maybe we'll work on Mario for a little bit. I had a pretty good Mario in Smash 4, but either things, the tone or the battle style of the game changed enough that I'm no longer good with Mario, or I'm just extremely bad. It could just be me. But we're going to practice him up so that he's no longer so rusty. Before I go hop into online, just want to do a little bit of this to warm me up. Ooh, wow. Well, that was quick. Yeah, the cruel AIs are no joke. Look at this, they're gonna combo me and I'm not even gonna be able to... Okay, they counted as me getting one kill even though I did nothing to that one guy. He just jumped off on us. Alright, let's see what we got. Got him! Okay. This is not good, this is not good practice. I'm just gonna jump into online. I probably shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. Oh well. Ooh, and another thing I wanted to do is... I assume you're talking about Alpha Rad. Yeah, I'm familiar with Alpha Rad. Watched some of his videos and stuff back in the day. Actually, watching his videos is what made me think about wanting to do amiibo tournaments in the future if I have followers that are interested in training up an amiibo and making them compete in a tournament. I like that concept a lot. I think that's really cool. And I myself have a decent number of amiibos, so I could train up different characters to try stuff out. I've been meaning, I've been trying very hard to get my hands on a Banjo-Kazooie amiibo. When they first came out, I could not get a hold of them. Yeah, because when he wants a misfire, he gets one. Yeah, Alpha Rad is definitely one of the, he has some serious luck go into his favor sometimes when watching him play. He gets what he needs when he needs it sometimes in a very hype way. We're just gonna jump into... Oh, that's what I was doing. I got so distracted so quickly. Okay, let's wind it back. Does this controller have an NFC touch point? Huh, okay. Interesting. It does have an NFC touch point. I never would have guessed that. Also, I guess when you get amiibos used, the people that had them before don't necessarily wipe them. Alright. We'll just go into online. That's fine. Oh, Basics online playing Smash. Maybe he'll be down to run some friendlies. That'd be fun. I'd say like Basic and I are very close in skill level. I think he's better than me, but he and I are very close in skill level, so the matches are always very hype. think I need to practice a lot more characters, especially because his Jigglypuff has enough diversity that I need to have somebody else other than Donkey Kong or Ganondorf in my repertoire of well-practiced characters to deal with it. Although my Ganondorf and my DK can win against his Jigglypuff, it's definitely not consistent. This is an interesting map, and the fact that it's 2-stock. Can't believe I was able to do that with fireballs. Flood to the rescue. It's Mario's best move. Push them away with water. Ooh! Oh, if I had gotten the double meteor, that would have been dirty. Oop, I missed with that one too. Why do I keep pivoting like that? Face the same way, Mario. Come on. Uh-oh, that's bad. Forward aerial, yeah. Oops, okay, I should not have rushed him when he was already doing the jab combo. Ooh. Oh, I wasn't sure if that would go through the rock, but now I know. There we go, finally finished me. Oh! This guy's whole goal now is to just combo me with projectiles, so I can't, Okay. Really keeping away from me. Oh, come on. Yeah, I didn't hit him. Got him. What? Oh, come on. He's really gonna time me out. Get out of here. Oh. Yeah, I couldn't let him get away with that. I had such a good first stock on him, and he was just keeping away and doing extra damage to me because he had so much. Nah, I'm good. I don't want to play another 2-stock match with Robin on horizontal land. I'm good. Hey, Bloodfire, how's it going? Good to see ya. If any of you are familiar with Bloodfire's channel, be sure to check it out. Recently, Bloodfire has been doing some Modern Warfare, and it's always a good time, cool watch, and they tend to work well together as a squad, so it's a good, definitely good experience. Be sure to check them out. Oh. Sorry, I would be a little bit more detailed with my wording if this Captain Falcon wasn't all over me. Oops, I did not mean to spot dodge. Ooh. Thank you for letting me know. I must have hit the wrong button. I appreciate. Feeling like death, but less than earlier. I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better. Thank you for letting me know about the screen. Yeah, I totally looked away, and I must have hit the wrong button when I was trying to type into the chat box. Ooh, he was trying to do what I'd normally do with Ganon's down air. Or down B, I mean. Of course, I did all that extra damage, and he still got me first. What? Stop it. Yeah, thanks again, Bloodfire, I appreciate it. I would not have noticed probably until the match was over, and that would have been a problem. Yeah, this is on Elite Smash, so most people have their rule set to 3 stock and no items, but, or this is an Elite Smash, excuse me, this is the online quick play. Some people have items and different stock amounts and other stuff turned on, but for the most part, people just do 3 stock, no items. This is not going well. I'm gonna have to set up more traps for him like that. There we go. See, there's a little bit of guaranteed damage there. No, please. Oof, yeah, that'll do it. Alright. The hammer is always an interesting item, because everyone just basically goes nuts the second it shows up and tries to run away or run straight for it. Okay, he rolled right into that. Guys. I have a hard time dealing with somebody so fast as Mario. This one better. And of course, he was facing the wrong way. What a shame. I have a lot of trouble dealing with characters that are faster than Mario. I'll have to work on that. Yeah, Hammer's a lot of fun, and it always creates a lot of chaos. And then, of course, there's the random chance that the hammerhead falls off. Yeah, I've had worse matches, for sure. But... And my Mario's definitely not what my Ganon is like, or my Donkey Kong, or some of the other characters that I've put more recent effort in. And now it's a mirror match, because why wouldn't it be? Oh no. Oh no. Not frame by frame. This is so slow. Oh. He tried to use the cape. Mainly played Kirby when you played before. Kirby's a good one. Having a lot of jumps and being able to move so dynamically through the air, not to mention stealing a move from somebody and being able to use it against them is fun too. Kirby's a fun one. Okay. Wow, he really went for it a third time. That one's not guaranteed, but... Did he just wall jump off the ledge? Did I just see that correctly with my eyes? Yeah, there it is. I was like, if I can get my back air or my down air off in time, maybe I can stop him from spiking here, but that was not the case. I missed. I knew he was going to roll. He thought I was going to try and come in meteor him. Panicked and used the cave. Yep, I knew he'd roll again. Goodbye. Honestly, I feel like it would be a fun rematch if we weren't playing in such a laggy environment, but considering how bad that was, I'm inclined to say no. I'm gonna say yes, just because by the end of the match the lag wasn't as bad. Maybe it was just an establishing connection kind of issue. But I'll give him one more chance. Didn't seem like I'll get many points if I win, though. With Dan Man. Okay, now the lag's getting bad. I regret. Hello, game. That was not what I pushed. Stop double grabbing. I pushed the button once. Okay. Well, the lag messed with us both hard there. It just was unfortunate for him because he was off the stage when it happened. We both had the same idea. Oh, you air dodged out. Okay. That was a good pick, actually. Keep ending up double grabbing. There we go. Gotta say, the young Switch players crack me up. They think Smash Bros. Is a new game. Yeah, we... us veterans know what it's like to play a Smash Bros. On a controller that has 3 handles for some reason. We knew what it was like back when there was 8 characters in the base roster, and you could unlock 4 for a maximum of 12. I heard somebody say the other day, oh, you played the Melee, the second one on the GameCube. Nice. Oh, I'm sorry about that, fan of Pokemon. I don't know why Nightbot just decided to attack you. I apologize. I know... I think I might have something turned on where if it's too many emotes, it will, it'll yell at you, so I apologize about that. I might have to fix that. Oh, this lag is so bad. We just went out there, went off stage and exchanged capes for a little bit, and then came back. That's what Mario Neutro game off stage looks like in a mirror match. Just very much spamming capes at each other. Nightbot is... yeah, Nightbot is kind of a bully sometimes. He's loosened up a little bit, but he's still quite the aggressive defender of Gatorland. I forgot to back out. I'm still facing Laggy McGee here. Okay, that's one stock. I knew he was going to go for that. Yep, roll right into it. There you go. Seriously though, kids crack me up. They think what they think a new game is. Yeah, don't worry. The young people of today will realize in no time that everything that they know and love is just a recycled version of something that used to exist before. That's very true. Yeah, no, when you're Mario, you're just throwing stuff out there and hoping stuff sticks. And Mario vs. Mario is very much... It's like watching, two peacocks have a fight, because they're all about, oh, look what I can do, look what I can do. You better not come near me, because look what I can do. And they're very ornate about it. Huh? Oh, okay. I actually thought he hit me there. There it is. Oof, that lag is so bad. Did I even get any points off this win? I think that was the third one in a row off the same person that I was playing, so... Well, got us into 6 mil. That's something. Okay. Well, we'll keep climbing. We'll see where we can land. I think I'll go for... See if we can get to 7 mil, maybe? Honestly, I'll honestly be happy with 6.5, because what we started at about 5 mil? Or 5.5? So, if we can land at 6.5 with Mario for the day, that'll be great. Pyra and Mithra are very frustrating, and I only have one strategy to deal with them. And that's wait for them to attack, block it or dodge it, and then counterattack in that very slim window that you have. Because otherwise, it's just them comboing forever, or landing a strong enough hit that it knocks you away and you can't follow up. Oof. Okay. I should have seen that coming. I don't mind that idea, fan of Pokemon. I like that conceptually, but that's not something I'd want to do probably until, because right now I'm working to get characters into Elite Smash, and honestly, if I switched up every time I lost, I would never accomplish that goal with certain characters. It would just never happen, but I am down to do that at some point in the future. Oops, I messed that up real bad. Oh, okay. I didn't hit her with the cape, but I had the timing right that time, I think. It's not a great trade. That still reached me. Alright, I'm gonna have to do a couple of low ground combos if I'm gonna want to catch up here. And I'm already failing. Oh, and now Pyro's out, so I'm just gonna die. Yep. That's just how Pyro works. She hits you once and you're just done. I'm not giving up yet. I don't know with what timing I'd have to use a cape to make that work, but I'd rather just get hit by this. Why did you get up attack, Mario? I didn't push that button. Pyra and Mithra are from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Yeah, and I'm not rematching them. Good lord, do I hate fighting them. There are several matchups in this, or several characters that you play against in randomly online that I'm just like, yeah, I'll play the match, but I'm not willingly putting myself up against that character again. Bowser. Okay. Bowser can be quite obnoxious online, but that trades. I did not know that. Banish that false man. He almost banished me just now. Oh, I got a sour spot. Okay, there we go. There can only be one. Stay away. Oops, I missed the grab. Okay, never mind. Stop it, Bowser. Oh, he got me with the back hair. And almost killed himself in the process. Wow, I keep getting that such on a sour spot. Please stay off. There we go, an up air finished it, wow. Alright, that was an okay combo. Oh, okay, yeah, that was not the best choice. Okay, well... When you sink like a stone like that, there's only option left is to try to do as much damage as you can in that moment, so... Oh no, not the side Bs. Couldn't let him come back again. He was feeling too safe off that ledge. And he was at the point where one hit, even a tilt at that point, would have killed me. The pretender has been slain. Yeah, I'll rematch him. What the hell? He wasn't the most obnoxious Bowser I've ever fought. He did not stay, however. Ugh, ZSS. Okay. How dare we sully the good name of Matt? Oops, I thought that was going to be a back air. Why? I was pushing up and to the left. Why would you be facing that way, Mario? Honestly. That's the second time today, too, that it's been an up B in the complete opposite direction that I was pushing. What? Okay, I had grabbed you, but you still kicked me. Stop with all the bouncing around and just... Problem is, footstooling a character like that doesn't even matter because she's got so many recovery options anyway. There we go. I just need to get a solid hit in. Just one. She's not bouncing around. Oops. Mario? Mario! Face the right... face the right way. Okay. Mario, get up. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, ZSS is not fun to fight. Not at all. Someone that can just bounce back and forth in the air that many times is not something that... not something that Mario can handle easily. There are a lot of characters that I wouldn't want to fight ZSS with. Mario's definitely on that list. Oh boy, Jigglypuff. What just... What is actually happening right now? Okay, we're doing a lot of trading here, and trading is not what I want. That worked out very nicely spacing-wise. That's fine, you can hit me that way. Yep, okay. Okay. Alright, I have to play this intelligently so that I don't get caught up in stuff like that. I feel like I was below the platform there, but that's okay. Ooh, he got me with the back air. Feel like that was kind of close to him going off the screen. There it is. That was pretty close. Little Mac. Alright, I've got a lot of tools to mess with him, but he's got a lot of armor, so we'll see. Okay. Ooh, see that armor just... Well, that got rid of that. There it is. There it is. Me using my down B by accident in a bad spot. Oops. Okay, easy now. Let's not go crazy. Yeah, like that. That's what I'm talking about. Not going crazy. Okay, good. Countered. Like the... okay. There it is. A lot of these are getting down to the last stock when I feel like I could have been two stocking them, but no complaints here. .3. Alright, so one more win. Little Mac is from Punch-Out. Originally on the NES and then Super Punch-Out on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, if we win one more match here, we should hit 6.5 on Mario, and that will be, that'll be solid progress on him for the day. That all depends on winning this match, however. I think the most recent Punch-Out title they made was for the Wii, if I remember correctly. Oh, I feel I timed that badly. So now he's going to punish me. Okay, by doing that, of all things. He's going to use the platforms to try to protect himself. There's one. Solid progress is better than liquid progress, yeah. Oh. Should have stayed home on that one, Bowser. Should have stayed home. Oops, faced the wrong way. As usual, and I'm dead. Just one command grab away from instant death. I knew. Why do they always roll? I don't understand. You see me charging it up, why would you roll into it? Oh dear. Well, we got to 6.5. Because that went so well in my favor, I'm willing to give him the rematch, willing to give him the chance to, Okay, never mind. He left. Okay. Well, cool. Solid progress on Mario today. Some of these other guys are just sitting on the cusp of Elite Smash anyway. Steve is close. Banjo's close. And then the average ones at 8.2 are still really close, so we could definitely get into Elite Smash with a lot of them. Mewtwo's another one where I'm lacking. I need to pick up points there. I know my Captain Falcon is bad. My Yoshi's bad. As far as averages, my Kirby's really bad as far as averages. Captain Falcon is, yeah, in the 5.5s too. So I can bring some of these guys up to snuff over the course of the streams and hopefully get everybody to be a glowing picture instead of the darkened one. Very excited to see Kazuya too when he comes out, because I loved Tekken as a kid. I played a lot of Tekken. But I think that's probably going to call it for this afternoon's stream. There may be another one later tonight, but that'll do it for now. And now what we're going to do is find a raid target and see who we can't drop in on. So be sure to stay tuned for that. But thank you all so much for coming by to watch. I really appreciate it. Those of you that are lurking or are hanging out in the chat and watching and commenting, I really appreciate all your support. It's been growing like crazy over the last month or so. We hit 56 followers last night, and yeah, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see your question there, Bloodfire. Yeah, Elite Smash is reaching a certain threshold as far as GSP with a character, and GSP is just the I think it stands for Global Score Points, and you get points when you win with a character, and then you lose them when you lose with a character. My highest one happens to be Samus, and I think the way it works is the number tells you how many people, how many players that your score with that character is higher than. Yeah, it's kind of like an ELO rating, sort of like that. And let's find a raid target. Who do we got here? Let's drop in on Kibi. We'll see how she's doing today. Looks like she's still running some Yakuza. Her name has 3 Ys? That seems right. Oh, it's 4 Ys. Excuse me. But thank you all so much for coming out to the stream. I appreciate every single one of you. We're going to drop in on Kibi, see how she's doing with Yakuza, and got a lot accomplished today between getting Mario up in GSP to 6.5 and also getting 3 shinies in an hour and 40 minutes. So, what a great day.